Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is another edition of On the Rise. Kyle Bogey, 97.1 The Ticket. Of course, you see him on State Champs, the Recruit Report every Sunday at 9 on Fox Sports Detroit. Has helped us out on our radio show. He works for Scout.com, does a lot of things.
Appreciate you throwing out my resume.
I know, wears a lot of different hats, you know. Well, you know, I kind of feel like, you know, we kind of raised you here.
You did.
You know, brought you up in the biz. Just don't forget us. Right now is, of course, there's kind of this craziness going on with who is unquestionably going to be the leading candidate for Mr. Basketball this year. We're talking about U of D Jesuits, Cassius Winston. What's going on?
Well, until recently, this was a Michigan State battle, and I feel like it's been that way for about a year and a half now. So yeah. You saw him tweet out early on Wednesday morning that he's down to a top 3 of Stanford, Pitt, and also Michigan State. And that obviously leaves Michigan off that list. Now, okay, you wonder what happened with that situation? Why is Michigan not on the list? It works both ways a little bit. Cassius was trying to reschedule his official visit. He had one set for Michigan State, also for Michigan. And with that being said, Michigan would have had to have basically put off other point guards that they were targeting, and that just wasn't conducive to success for Michigan. So it was really kind of a mutual deal, because Michigan has to be able to get a point guard in this 2016 class, and Cassius again was putting off the visit. So it kind of put them in a tough position. And as far as Michigan is concerned, you know, they had already lost out on a couple of other top point guards in this 2016 class. They put all their eggs in the Derek Thornton Jr. basket. He reclassified. He'll be starting at point guard at Duke.
Right.
And obviously Peyton Pritchard, another point guard in the 2016 class, that said, I can't wait anymore. You know, either I'm your guy or I'm not. So they decide to move on, and they go after Xavier Simpson, number 55 overall player in the 2016 class. I believe he took a secret visit to Michigan this past weekend, and he announced his commitment Wednesday afternoon to Michigan. So it all kind of came together quickly. That is a young man, by the way, 5'10",
yeah.
155 pounds, very good floor IQ, not the best three-point shooter in the world, so we'll have to improve on that moving forward. But you get a really good talent at point guard. Unfortunate that it didn't work out with Cassius Winston, but he still could stay in state and end up at Michigan State.
Absolutely, which of course would be a great move for him. And point guards at Michigan State often do well. Another Mr. Football candidate who we're going to get a good look at this Friday night when they take on Saline, kind of see what he's about. There's a walk that the Notre Dame players get to do. They go from the library to the stadium on game day. It's just kind of something everybody lines up for, checks out if you're on campus. Both Jalen Hayes and Brian Kelly made it a point to walk over to Jalen Hayes, give him a nice little hug, and of course that made YouTube, and it looked like he loved it.
And he certainly did. All reports indicating that Notre Dame is now going to be a serious contender for Jalen Hayes. And it's funny you mentioned, you know, we want to get a good look at Jalen Hayes. He hasn't had or put a lot on tape yet. Obviously, hasn't played, you know, too much on the actual gridiron in the fall. So interesting to see how his season develops. But Notre Dame made a big impression. Of course, still committed to USC. But if he's taking visits, he's open to other schools. Alan True of Scout.com, friend of the program, of course, reporting as well that Ole Miss is a team that might get a visit from Hayes moving forward too. So now the SEC getting involved, of course, you know, Big Ten's involved, and he's still a long way from home, committed to USC. So we'll see what happens with that. Either way, Notre Dame made a big play for him and really impressed his mother as well.
Right, absolutely. And when they're playing well and looking great on the big stage.
Well, anyone looks great against Texas these days.
I know. All right, another one of our Mr. Football candidates, I believe, is a 4-star athlete, recruited to be a DB, defensive back in college. Talking about King's Levert Hill, right? He committed to Penn State back in January. I believe he has like 19 Division I offers and a new one.
Yeah, a new one from USC. So, you know, the Trojans obviously coming all the way out here to Michigan, trying to get some of the top flight talent. Now, there isn't, you know, this state is not as deep as California or Texas or Florida, but as far as the top guys, there are a few that stand out. Levert Hill, clearly one of those kids. And again, he's committed to Penn State, Michigan highly involved, Michigan State highly involved as well. So that one seems more open to me than him just saying, you know, continuing to be committed to Penn State. One to watch moving forward.
Yeah, well, we'll see what he does this week. Huge game against East English Village Prep, so we'll see if he impresses, because I know a lot of people are looking to see if he can carry the ball. So, as always, great insight. You can catch Kyle on the Recruit Report every Sunday at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports Detroit. Of course, they re-air it throughout the week, so make sure you check that out and listen to him late nights a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
On 97.1 The Ticket. Kyle Bogey's his name, and we'll talk to you soon.